Alright, silly sausages, everyday superpower, way to learn body language, relationships, dynamics, game. I tell you the whole situation, yeah? Psychologically, biologically, spiritually, and everything in between. 2 links in the description, you know what they are, check them out. Let me give you some. What word are they fixated on? What word are they fixated on? As you start to pay attention to the communications you have with other people, especially over the longer term, you will find yourself clocking on to abnormal terms and statements that they make that trigger a alert in you. Does she, the lady in your life, start to talk about fitness, health and fitness a little more than she normally did? And it's completely external to your communications. You have to question why, and you need to ask why, and you need to inquire why. Are you feeling a bit uncomfortable in yourself, babe? Or is it because there's someone around her that is fit and healthy and in shape? Or are you, as an accountable man, getting out of shape? Is her actions and spoken word an indirect reflection of her conscious space when she speaks to you, and it needs to find a leakage to get out? When a man persistently speaks about cheaters and liars, one must question, are you projecting yourself? Are you a cheater and liar? Because it's irrelevant the fact you're bringing this up in this conversation, and it's not the first time that you've done it. And to be honest with you, consistency is one thing, but if it's a one-time occasion, that's a concentrated amount of energy that will trigger a response in you to question, why did you just bring that up? That's irrelevant to the conversation. I'm talking game. I'm talking game! 2 links down in the description. One will take you through to my catalogue of body language. It's a YouTube playlist where I teach you how to read people legitimately through observing their nonverbal behaviours and communications. It's Body Language 101. Second is the Patreon, where you'll watch me watching real dates, and I'll show you attraction and repulsion body language. You'll become Casanova. I swear down. What's the note I've done? What word are they fixating on? That's the topic of this conversation. Bro, why are you always talking about penis? Why are you always talking about cock? Why are you always talking about gay shit? When, hey, I don't mean no disrespect. I'm quite simply asking that. When you got a wife and kids, why are you fixated on incorporating this message into our conversation when it wasn't asked for? I have to inquire why it is being released from your system. It's a joke. It's always portrayed as a joke. When somebody comes to you and says, I hate you so much, ha 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 ha, that's portrayed as a joke, but in the literary sense, you're telling me you hate me. Let's make sense out of it, please. What word or theme or idea are they fixating on? I know some lady who was trying to get pregnant. She was having trouble, unfortunately. God bless. She was having trouble. And what she spoke of in conversation was indirectly in relation to what her subconscious was worrying about. Or perhaps her conscious was worrying about, but her subconscious pushed it out in her conjuring of sentences when she spoke of being barren of ideas. Yes? When she spoke of the conversation of being a wasteland of positivity. Whether I made that up or not isn't the point. You have to question particular words that come external to the baseline behaviors and vocabulary of that individual. And you have to question, where did you get that from? When your missus, who you've been in a relationship with for years, comes back and starts to reference a surf and turf, which is when you go to a restaurant, you can have a plate of fish and a plate of meat from the sea to the ground, right? Spiritually speaking, the subconscious and the conscious, there we go. A deeper level of things, black and white. She comes back and she references a surf and turf, and you've not heard her ever say that in the 2 years you were together. You should trigger yourself and say, surf and turf? I've never heard her reference this before. Where's she got this from? Either she's been looking on social media and come across this, or she is pushing you for a response to what she's just said to feel you out, or she has unconsciously sort of interjected a situation external to your relationship that is or is not happening. No, I'm not saying you need to keep a complete notebook on the be all and end all of your partner since day one. No flipping way. But you need to question these things. She starts awkwardly calling this and that scruffy. Look at yourself before you look at what she's pointing at. Look at yourself before what she's saying about herself and what she's saying about the world about her. Question if it's supposed to be aimed at you, but is redirected to an external force because it will be uncomfortable to directly approach you on the matter. She's speaking to you, but the reference is external to the both of you. Pay attention. Be self-conscious. But in being self-conscious, you need to relieve yourself of the 100%, be 30% self-conscious, 70% beneath her skin, seeing the world through her eyes. That's effective, efficient communication. That's empathy. That's game! Click like and subscribe. I'm signing out.